I'm Eishi Sakuragawa, 30. I work in sales at a large architecture firm called Lovekoi. I think connecting with people is important. I've always worked under the core belief of cooperation.
Wow, Eishi, you're top of sales again.
Thanks, Kiko. It's thanks to your support. Kiko has always been popular, even before we started dating. Thanks to her, among other things, my sales record this past year has been good.
Hey, stop flirting in the office. You must have a lot of free time since you're at the top.
My coworker, Osamu Tachifuji, spoke to us angrily. Ever since he came in, he's hated me for some reason.
Humph, whatever. Don't get too cocky. You need other people to get to the top. I'm better than you.
Who does he think he is? He's been harassing me.
Yeah.
Kiko, what's wrong? You're always quiet when he's here.
Nothing. It's nothing. I just don't really like him.
I continue to work hard in my sales job. Nothing made me happier than making the customers happy. I've always worked hard for that. The customers were happy today. I have to work hard tomorrow too. The customers loved my idea and decided on construction, so I was relieved. Kiko said she was busy, so maybe I'll go out for a drink alone. Wait, huh? I saw a familiar figure from the back. I was shocked. Kiko? What are you doing?
Eishi! No, this isn't...
Sorry, Sakuragawa. It's exactly what it looks like.
Tachifuji, what it looks like is...
Sorry. I like Osamu-san now. Let's break up.
What? Why?
Osamu-san makes time for me. You haven't been paying much attention to me recently.
That's how it is. We've been going out for a while now, actually. Haha.
Huh? You knew we weren't broken up, so you also knew it would be cheating. Why are you bragging? They were both at fault. I glared at them, but Tachifuji came to Kiko's defense and smiled proudly.
What's wrong? No matter what you say, she chose me. Of course I want to brag.
What are you saying?
If you're gonna resent someone, resent yourself for letting her cheat. Stop projecting.
Whatever. I didn't think you were like this, Kiko. Goodbye. I've never felt so unheard in my life. I was tired, so I left. 2 weeks later, I was doing my work as usual, but it was awkward between Kiko and me. Our perfect teamwork seemed like a dream. We couldn't work together at all. What happened? At this rate, it'll cause trouble for other people. I was deep in thought as I left the office.
Excuse me? Eishi Sakuragawa?
I stopped when a man said my name. According to his business card, his name was Soichiro Tenji, and he was the CEO of a small company called Lovekoi Renovations.
We're actually recruiting right now, and wanted to reach out to capable people like you. How I found you was...
My eyes widened. After a few days of thought, I accepted his offer and switched jobs. Sir, thank you for everything.
Honestly, I'm sad, but I'm rooting for you. Good luck.
I heard you're quitting and going to a small company. I'm gonna be way out of your league then. I won the girl in career too.
Before I left, I was harassed like this by Tachifuji, but I ignored it. I finished handing over my work and resigned from the job I worked at for 8 years. 2 years later, I was still working hard as a member of Lovekoi Renovations. Lovekoi Renovations and Lovekoi Construction were near each other, so I still saw Tachifuji sometimes. I felt weird at first, but now I felt nothing.
Wow! Sakuragawa, thanks to you, our sales have gone up.
Thank you, ma'am. I've gotten used to being here thanks to you all.
Sakuragawa-san, you got close to the craftsman quickly too.
Because we're working together, connections are important. This is Aoi Tenji. She's in charge of planning and design. She's the company head's daughter. We went out on sales runs together and she proposes projects.
Thanks to that, they listen to our needs.
I want the clients to be happy. I feel bad telling them what I want all the time. Aoi and I came to a site that we worked with. We needed to check on the site and make sure there were no issues.
Nice work. How is it?
Hello, it's going well.
I'm glad. Please drink this. I don't want you to get heat stroke.
You two are close as always. Are you two dating?
Don't tease me like that.
Yeah. We're just here to see the construction site.
Whoa, very interesting. Let me know when you're going to build your love nest together.
Stop!
Hahaha, my bad. As for the project, there are no problems. But I do want the trash taken out soon. We can't use a room because of it.
Understood. I'll take care of that.
Also, the placement here. It won't fit this way, so can we move it here?
I think this placement looks good.
I think my experience at Love Koi Construction is working in my favor. I get along with the builders and things were going well.
Thanks to you, our sales are going up. I need to thank them for that.
I was talking to Mr. Tenji about work when the conversation went off topic.
So, you seem to get along with my daughter.
Yes, we're close. I mean, we work together often.
I'd be happy if you could continue to support her. I trust you.
Thank you, I'll try my best. A few days later, Aoi and I were called on about a new project.
They want to see offers from multiple companies and choose one.
The world of renovation is associated with competitive bidding. But that's not always the case. This time, it's competitive bidding among businesses.
I want to leave it to you two since you get along with the builders. Will you do it? New client means it's all up to your skill. You need to collaborate with the builders.
Got it. Aoi and I were now in charge of this new project. After intense preparation, we headed to the client. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for coming. We want to build a new shop in this space.
Running a shop. There's a lot of foot traffic here, so it's nice. What's your budget?
This is what we're thinking for the budget. Everyone says it's tough.
This budget is tough for sure. The deadline is close too.
Oh, wait! With this build, we could cut some costs. Really? It's only a possibility, so I can't say for sure. We will try our best to match this budget.
We have some proposals, so we'll explain those. We heard the image for the shop and their desired design. The conversation ended on a good note. They reacted well to our proposals, so everything was looking good. It went well. Thankfully, you found ways to cut costs.
It's thanks to your negotiation skills. That was a one-man show.
Our meeting had ended, and we had left the shop. We ran into someone I knew.
Wait, why are you here? You just came out of there. Did you have a meeting too?
What if we did?
Huh? Seriously? You're our competition? Haha. If we're going against some unknown company, it's in the bag for us.
I guess the aforementioned client was talking to Love Koi Construction as well.
Who are you? You're being very rude.
Let's go. No point in talking to him.
Running away again? Oh, you have to tell your boss that you won't be getting the contract, huh?
So annoying. It hasn't been decided yet.
It's basically decided. A big company like ours can do things your company can't. We'll fit their tight budget.
Tachifuji headed to the meeting. Love Koi Construction's proposal will be different from ours, but something about the way he said that. Is he going to do that again?
Sakuragawa-san, what is it?
Nothing. Let's go. After getting back, the company head, Aoi, and I went out for drinks. Sir, by the way, I try my best to create a plan that would fit the client's wants. The deadline is the issue. I asked the builders, and they happily obliged. I was so thankful. Your proposal fits the client's needs as well. It looks good.
Thank you. I'm so glad the builders agreed. You care about your team more than anyone. Is there a reason for that?
Oh, about that. When I was in elementary school, my parents were busy, so I spent a lot of time alone. I had a friend who took me outside a lot.
Hey, Aishi, we're gonna dig for potatoes in my grandma's garden. She said we'll have baked potatoes if we dig enough. Yeah, thanks. My grandma's sweet potatoes are the best.
My friends and their families helped me feel better. This is when I learned the importance of human connection.
I see. Those experiences made you who you are today.
Yes, I still meet up with that friend when I go back home and thank him. People can only do so much on their own. I value all of my connections and want to support people. I value our connection as well.
What?
As I spent more time with her, I have been drawn to her work ethic. I want to get closer to you.
Thank you.
Maybe she knew how I felt. Maybe she didn't, but that's all she said. A few days later, we submitted the quote and the proposal. On my way home, I saw Kiko.
Huh?
As soon as our eyes met, she ran away toward the buildings. What was that? I thought it was strange, but she was a stranger to me. I continued on home. A few days later, I received an email. Yes, Tenji-san! Our proposal was accepted!
Really? Yay!
We were able to do this with the help of many people. I was filled with gratitude and a sense of accomplishment.
Nice job, you two. This is big. The client has influence too.
Thank you! After that, I held meetings with people and got ready for building. After some meetings, we had a plan and were ready for construction. After Aoi and I finished a meeting with another client, we ran into Tachifuji again.
Sakuragawa, the construction went to you. What happened?
What happened is that we came up with a quote and they liked it.
Why? It's not a job some low-class company like yours could get. We submitted a quote that was within their budget.
Your mistake was trying to do it within that budget. Did you sacrifice something because you were only thinking about cost?
Grrr.
I had hit the nail on the head. He was fidgeting. With requests that value cost, larger companies are at a disadvantage. There's a lot of money lost to the middleman, so it can be more expensive.
But, I hadn't asked our subsidiaries to lower costs yet. Then, for some reason, our department head said no. We had to lower the quality in the end.
Of course the department head was unhappy. You can't just do whatever you want. What Tachifuji had been trying to do was illegal. I'm sure the department head was at his wit's end. You were punished before for a similar thing. If you're going to trick the boss and cheat, why not try to do things a little more honestly?
Shut up! You think that because you're weak. You can't do anything without help.
What's wrong with having help? People can't survive on their own. Sakuragawa-san doesn't just ask for help, he helps others and builds trust. That's why this happened, and people help him when he needs it. You were just trying to forcefully get people to help you. Unless you change the way you think, no one is going to help you.
Aoi spoke clearly. Tachifuji directed his anger toward her.
Acting all high and mighty. There's no need for trust. People who work for the bigger companies should just listen to what they're told. We're the ones giving them jobs, and they complain about everything.
Stop it. The company has power, not you. Also, I hear you loud and clear. I'll report this to our company head.
Huh, so what if you do? That has nothing to do with me.
You don't know anything. Our company head and the department head at Love Koi Construction are close friends from school.
Huh?
The two of them were old friends. It was thanks to them that I got into my company now. The department had noticed I was struggling at Love Koi Construction and talked to Mr. Tenji. I was poached. The department head at Love Koi realized Tachifuji's illegal actions because of that friendship too. I had told Mr. Tenji in casual conversation that I felt like Tachifuji would do something similar to what he had been punished for in the past. The department head at Love Koi Construction received word from Mr. Tenji and prevented Tachifuji from doing what he wanted. Also, the woman you just insulted is his daughter. I'll tell him about that too.
Wait, I'll apologize, so please don't tell my boss.
It'll just be a topic of conversation, so what happens after is none of my business. But you hurt his precious daughter. I'm pretty sure he'll complain to his friend about it.
How dare you? I didn't know she was the president's daughter. You trapped me.
Normally, people wouldn't say nasty things like that to anyone, because you might break trust in an instant. Oh, but someone who isn't weak like you doesn't need trust, right?
Grrr.
We left Tachifuji where he was and left. A few days later, Aoi and I had a celebration for the proposal.
I'll say this again, but I realized how amazing you are through this project. You support the clients and the builders. I respect you.
It was big that you noticed parts that could be cut. Thank you. You also defended me when Tachifuji said all that stuff. I was happy. Time always passes the most quickly when you don't want it to end. The restaurant we were at closed and we were about to leave. Wait, Kiko? I saw Kiko walking far away, but who's that next to her? She was linking arms with someone that was not Tachifuji.
Huh? Aishi, why are you here?
I'm on my way home from drinks. Who's that next to you? I thought you were going out with Tachifuji.
Yeah? We broke up. So this isn't cheating.
Fu and Fu broke up.
Osamu-san?
We're still dating. What's this?
No, this isn't what it looks like.
You were cheating the whole time? When my job isn't going well?
Before, Kiko had seen me and ran away. This must be why. Maybe she was meeting with this man that day.
It's your fault you can't do your job right.
You're making it my fault? You cheated on me.
You told me it was my fault I got cheated on. Yikes.
I get talked about too, because you can't get yourself together.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We left the arguing couple and hurried away. After that, Tachifuji was punished and transferred to another department. No one trusted him in the office. There was no chance of him getting promoted, and he lost all his confidence. He kept missing work. In the end, he was fired. Now he stays at home.
I haven't lost. Not yet.
He still couldn't accept that he made a mistake. Like Aoi had said before, no one was going to show up to help him. Kiko was caught cheating with multiple people and broke up with Tachifuji. People at work found out she was a cheater, so she quit. Also,
No way! I can't pay this!
some of her lovers were married, and she knew it. They sued her, and now she's struggling with that. Meanwhile, Aoi and I were being praised for our success by Mr. Tenji.
You worked hard, thank you. Also, are you getting married soon?
Thank you, but that's a bit soon.
Dad! We're not even dating.
He would tease us and embarrass us.
I'm sorry about my dad.
No, about that. Would you like to?
What?
I like you. Will you go out with me?
Sakuragawa-san. I'm so happy. I like you too. Yes, I'll go out with you.
That's how we started dating. Then, long time no see. This is my wife, Aoi. I value the connections in my life. That's how I got through hardships. What can I do for the people I love? That's what's important. Now, I'll build a family with Aoi and nurture this new kind of connection in my life.
Huh? Did something happen? My name's Eito Tsukioka, 26 years old. I work at my grandmother's traditional cafe, Tsukiokate. Right now, I'm on my way home after work. I just saw a woman crouching by the road and asked her if she was okay.
I'm sorry. It looks like I dropped my earring around here. I'm in the way, aren't I? I'll move right away.
Oh no! If you don't mind, I can help you look for it. Apparently, the earring was a gift from her boyfriend, and it's shaped like a ribbon. We found the earring soon after I started looking with her.
Thank you. I'd really like to return the favor somehow.
Well, if you're interested, I'd be happy if you could stop by the cafe where I work. When I handed her Tsukiokate's shop card, she smiled brightly.
Tsukioka Te, right? I'll definitely come with my boyfriend someday.
The next day, while I was preparing for opening with other employees at Tsukioka, the manager, my grandmother, called out to me.
Good morning, Eito. Let's do our best again today.
My grandmother smiled warmly. She's nearly 80 years old, but still moves around with incredible energy. According to her, being around customers keeps her feeling young and lively.
Recently, more customers have been coming to see you, Eito, which has been a big help.
I guess my helping others is turning into free advertising for the cafe. I was raised by my parents to always be kind to others. That habit led to moments like yesterday's earring search, which, in turn, brought attention to our cafe. Of course, the reason customers become regulars after coming once is because Tsukioka is such a comfortable place to relax. Tsukioka was opened by my grandparents with the concept of being a warm place where people can take a breather. Even after my grandfather passed away, my grandmother has kept that atmosphere alive. By the way, both of my parents are working office jobs because neither of them has any talent in cooking. Once Tsukioka opened, time flew by, and soon it was lunchtime. Welcome! Good to see you, Inoue-san.
I'll have the usual, please.
She's Arisa Inoue. I heard she started working at a large company called Lovekoi Trading this year. Lovekoi Trading is close to Tsukioka, so Inoue-san often comes by during lunch. She's such a regular that her order can be summed up with the usual.
Yes, I said it again. The usual.
Thank you for waiting. Here's your crescent moon set meal and matcha latte.
Wow, your 3D latte art is always amazing.
Every time she orders the matcha latte, Inoue-san reacts like it's new and exciting. Since I'm the one who makes the 3D latte art, it makes me kind of happy. As I start to feel sentimental, I realize I've become drawn to her bright flower-like smile.
This is my senior at work, Karma Tabata-san.
Nice to meet you. Inoue-san and I are in different departments, but we get along well. A few days later, Inoue-san came in with a man. Nice to meet you. My name's Eito Tsukioka. Even though Tabata-san said they were close, I couldn't help but feel some distance between them. Oh, so Inoue-san calls you by your first name. You two must be close. The moment Inoue-san left the table, Tabata-san's warm smile disappeared. No. Since this is my grandmother's cafe, if people call me by my last name, it gets confusing. That's why I ask customers to call me by my first name. I see. That makes sense. Feeling some hostility from Tabata-san's gaze, I started to feel uncomfortable. Inoue-san is the daughter of our company's president, you know. I suggest you stop aiming for her, cafe worker. What? Inoue-san works at a nearby company, but that means she's a high-class lady? Oh, it seems you didn't know. Let this be a lesson. You should refrain from getting too close to customers from now on. I never intended to, but the fact that I was attracted to her left me speechless. When Inoue-san returned to the table, I couldn't remember a single word of our conversation. Realizing the difference in her status, I began to struggle with how to interact with her from then on.
Eito-san? You seemed distant lately. Is it just my imagination?
A week after Tabata-san's visit, Inoue-san nervously brought this up. It wasn't during the usual lunchtime rush, but rather near closing time. With fewer customers around, maybe she thought it would be a good chance to sit down and talk. Inoue-san, do you have time after this? With her and my grandmother's permission, we decided to stay after closing to talk. After the cafe closed, I explained how I learned Inoue-san was the president's daughter. Feeling awkward about telling her, I also mentioned the conversation I had with Tabata-san.
I'm sorry that Tabata-san said such rude things. I didn't mean to hide that I'm the president's daughter, but I didn't think it would cause any trouble.
Oh, no. I don't really care about what Tabata-san said. Besides, there is no reason to go out of your way to talk about your family. You don't need to apologize. It's just that I became overly conscious of it. I started thinking things like, this must be a boring conversation for someone of her status, and that made me awkward. But worrying my customers like that means I failed as a cafe worker. I'm sorry.
No, Eito-san, you don't need to apologize either. If our roles were reversed, I think I'd worry about similar things, but...
At this point, Inoue-san cut off her words and gave me a hesitant upward glance.
For me, it doesn't really matter if I don't understand the conversation. Just hearing you talk happily is enough to make me happy. And with your matcha latte, I'll feel like I have 100 times more energy. So I'd be glad if you treated me the same as always. If that's okay.
Yes. It's a little hot, isn't it? How about I get us some cold drinks? On the house, of course.
Thank you.
Suddenly, I felt embarrassed and stood up from my seat. How can I not be conscious of her after she reacted like that? But at the same time, the distance in our social standing is real, and confessing now might be too hasty. I need to work hard to become someone worthy of her. That's what I decided. The next day, I immediately took action and began conducting surveys with the customers.
Huh? Improvements for Tsukioka-te?
This is Naruse-san, the university student I helped find an earring for. Since then, she and her boyfriend have become regulars.
Well, if I had to point out something, I'd say the photos for social media. The 3D latte art is definitely Instagrammable. But sometimes the angles feel like a missed opportunity. But hey, that's just a casual opinion. I'm not sure if it's helpful.
No, that's incredibly useful feedback, especially from someone who seems knowledgeable about social media. Oh, you're asking me, the great Shimizu Daiki, for advice on your cooking? Next, I decided to ask Shimizu-san, another regular customer, for his thoughts. I met Shimizu-san several months ago, right before closing time. Are you okay? You smell nice. I was just craving chicken tempura bowl, pumpkin stew, eggplant and broth, and some miso soup. Don't eat my uniform! I'm not food! Shimizu-san was collapsed outside Tsukioka-te that night, hungry and exhausted. I prepared a chicken tempura bowl for him, and ever since then, he's been a regular customer. Now then, let the great Shimizu Daiki give you some advice. You should feel lucky to get my opinions for free. Take thorough notes, Eito-kun. Yes, sir. From that point on, I actively sought feedback from Inoue-san and other regulars. I compiled all the suggestions, continued refining them, and as a result...
Oh my! Looks like we'll need to hire more staff at this rate. We might even need to consider opening a second location first. Recently, the cafe has been so busy that we sometimes have to turn customers away due to lack of seating.
Tsukiokate's reputation was growing, and we were fortunate to have increasingly busy days. It was all thanks to our loyal customers and the support of my grandmother and her staff.
If we do open a second location, Ato, I'll be leaving you in charge. I need to start teaching you all about management as well.
I'll do my best to carry on the legacy of Grandpa and Grandma's cafe. I'm still learning, but I look forward to your continued guidance and support.
Oh my, you've grown into such a proper adult, Ato, talking so formally like that.
Meanwhile, over at Lovekoi Trading, hey, Inoue-san, why don't we grab lunch together again sometime? Tsukiokate has been really crowded lately. I could recommend a few different places for you.
I'll pass. Why don't you invite one of your junior colleagues for lunch instead?
Why are you being so cold? We had such a good time last time, didn't we?
A good time? I didn't enjoy it at all. That day you forced yourself along to Tsukiokate because you claimed you were interested in the place. I foolishly thought that maybe you'd become a regular customer. But after you insulted Eito-san, I'll never join you for lunch again.
Damn it, Inoue-san's been cold to me ever since she joined the company. Wait, so that cafe worker ratted me out, huh? Shortly after that, negative reviews about Tsukiokate and me started appearing online and on social media. The staff at Tsukiokate are terrible, especially the owner's grandson. He's the worst. The owner's grandson treated me horribly. I'm seriously upset. And the food was bad too. The whole place felt old and dusty. Tabata seemed pleased with himself, but...
Fake. The owner's grandson and the staff are always so kind and polite. I come here daily. I've never met anyone kinder than the owner's grandson.
The fact that you can't even describe the food shows that you didn't actually eat here.
The place is always clean and comfortable. Has this person even been to the cafe?
The flood of replies calling out the fake reviews quickly put an end to Tabata's slander. Damn it! Why is that cafe so popular? If it comes to this... A few days later, Tabata-san returned to Tsukiokate for the second time. I'll have the chicken tempura bowl, please. Despite the unpleasant first encounter, I couldn't simply turn him away. I treated him like any other customer, but then... So, what part of the chicken are you using for this dish? We use chicken breast for the tempura. I knew it! The meat is so dry! For fried foods like this, you're supposed to use thigh meat to keep it juicy. You clearly don't know what you're doing. Well, it's a ran-down cafe, so you probably just use cheap cuts to save on costs, huh? Actually, there's a reason we use chicken breast. No need for excuses. I bet you just want to make a profit by using low-quality ingredients. You probably see your customer as nothing more than wallets. I bet even the regulars who come here are just clueless suckers. Is that so? In that case, there's no need to pay. Please leave. Immediately. What? You're kicking me out? Your behavior has disrupted the enjoyment of our other regular customers. At this point, you're no longer a customer yourself. Also, you'll be banned from returning, so please don't come back. What the hell? You can't ban me just because I hit a nerve! Tabata-san scoffed at my firm response, but then... Oh, hit a nerve? More like you made baseless accusations. Shimizu-san's comment made Tabata's face twist in irritation. What? The one spouting nonsense here is you! This owner's grandson admitted it. He said they used cheap, dry chicken breast. Yes, chicken breast can dry out if not cooked properly. But with the right techniques, it can be tender and moist. Marinating in things like salt or yogurt is common, even in home cooking. I've been ordering the chicken tempura bowl regularly, and not once has the chicken been dry. Also, the cafe doesn't use chicken breast just because it's cheap. Right, Eito-kun? Yes, our cafe serves a wide range of customers with different preferences. That's why we use thigh meat for karaage and chicken breast for tempura. By the way, We clearly list the type of meat used for each dish on the menu. Maybe you didn't read it, or you deliberately ignored it to create a point of attack. Fine, but how do you know they're not tricking you too? Do you even know who I am? Shimizu sighs in exasperation as he hands over his business card. Tabata takes it and is left speechless. No way! Shimizu Daiki, the famous food critic? That's right. Shimizu-san is a well-known food critic, famous even among the general public. By the way, the advice he gave us in the past was, for your seasonal moon viewing hamburger plate, the side dishes are a little too heavy. Normally, your side dishes are fine with the Japanese-style hamburger, as it's refreshing. But with the demi-glace sauce on the moon viewing hamburger, it feels a bit too rich. Also... And that constructive critique went on for an hour, which led to significant improvements at Skilkate. I can tell right away if a cook is lying about their food. So maybe you should stop pretending you know better than me. Shimizu-san's smile made Tabata grit his teeth in frustration. At that moment, Inoue-san entered the cafe.
Tabata-san, why are you here again? You're not causing more trouble for Eito-san, are you?
Inoue-san? No, this is a misunderstanding.
Eito-san is someone I deeply respect. If you've caused him any harm, I won't stay silent about it.
Inoue-san then began to recount the day we first met. A year ago, on a rainy day, I noticed a woman walking with crutches, completely drenched by the sudden downpour. That woman was Inoue-san. Fearing she might catch a cold, I rushed over and held my umbrella over her. Then, there's a cafe where I work just around the corner. It's her day off today, but I can offer you something warm to drink if you'd like. When I made the offer, she quietly thanked me. Once we arrived at Skilkate, I gave her a towel and called a taxi for her. She had only planned a short outing, so she had left her phone at home. While waiting, I made her 3D latte art matcha latte. Cheer up, okay? I made a little voice for the milk animal on top of the latte, but her only response was a blank stare. Immediately, I felt embarrassed, but then...
It's cute! Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
Though tears were still falling from her eyes, she gave me a soft smile. In the end, I never asked why she had been crying, and we passed the time chatting casually until her taxi arrived.
That day, I couldn't hold an umbrella because I was using crutches after breaking my foot. I was completely drenched, and most people just ignored me. Some even shouted rude things. But Eito-san was different. He reached out and helped me. And when I couldn't stop crying, he made me smile again. So for me, both Eito-san and his matcha latte hold a special place in my heart.
But that kind of kindness is something I could do too.
Excuse me?
I'm serious about you, Inoue-san. I can do anything if it means making you happy. So, forget about this cafe worker and...
Stop! Please don't say another word. Hearing you cheapen your own words makes me sick.
Huh? Why?
Earlier I mentioned that someone shouted rude things at me when I was soaking wet. That was you, Tabata-san.
What? For a moment, Tabata-san was speechless. But the realization started to dawn on him, and his face turned pale.
I remember it clearly. You said, "Get out of the way with those filthy crutches."
That was before you joined the company. I didn't realize it was you.
I see. So if it wasn't the president's daughter and looked filthy, you wouldn't be interested in me at all.
That's not what I meant.
I will never forget how hurt I felt that day. I will never be interested in you. If you really care about my happiness, then stay away from me.
Just when Tabata-san was about to slump over, the accusations against him weren't over.
I just remembered something. The first time I met Eito-san, this guy bumped into me and I dropped my earring. Even though I apologized, you just complained and didn't even help. You said, "Stop blocking my way, you flashy girl." Actually, I've seen him before too. I remember thinking it looked like he was harassing one of his junior colleagues at work, But to think he was like this too. My, what a rude and thoughtless man. He's nothing like my dear grandson. Even if someone did become your girlfriend, I can see her falling out of love quickly and being treated badly. No wonder no woman could ever fall for you.
And so, under the glaring eyes of the cafe's regulars and my grandmother, Tabata-san, "Shut up! Who cares? Why should I go around helping others when it doesn't even benefit me? Isn't it smarter to live with myself as a priority?" Just then, another customer arrived at the cafe. "So that's how you really feel, huh, Tabata-kun?" Sir? What are you doing here?"
We were planning to meet here as a family for dinner today. Looks like I'll save myself the trouble of explaining to my father now.
"It seems there may be more issues with your behavior at work too. We'll be conducting an internal investigation." No, please!" Tabata crumples to the ground, devastated. From his reaction, it seems likely he's hiding other misconduct. Tabata-san, this is all the result of your own actions. Instead of belittling others, you should have been focusing on improving yourself. Once again, I must ask you to leave immediately, as you're disturbing the other customers. And so, the commotion caused by Tabata came to an end. Later, an internal investigation at Lovekoi Trading revealed that Tabata had been harassing his juniors and pushing work onto others. After receiving disciplinary action, he eventually resigned, unable to continue working there. "Hello, please, I need your help!" Tabata is reportedly struggling to find a new job and has been calling everyone he knows for help. However, his reputation for being heartless has spread, and no one is willing to assist him. As for me, I confessed my feelings to Inoue-san, and we started dating. A few years later, when my grandmother retired, I took over the management of Tsukyokate.
I'm praying that Tsukioka-te will continue to be a place where your kindness reaches every customer, Eito. Arisa-san, please take good care of him.
With the influence of Shimizu-san's reviews, Tsukioka-te eventually expanded into multiple locations. And then, "Arisa Inoue, will you marry me?"
Yes, of course.
Even if the kindness you show others doesn't directly benefit you, it enriches your heart and strengthens your connections with others. Those daily acts of care and support will continue to shape our happy lives together. With that in mind, I hope to walk forward with the one I love by my side.